Best GCAM port for the Xiaomi Poco F1 running MIUI 10.3.6.0 stable. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to get notified of new videos. Hey peeps, what's up? Manchi here, back with another video, and in this video we're going to talk about the best GCAM port for the Xiaomi Poco F1 running MIUI 10 Global Stable 10.3.6.0 based on Android 9.0 Pie with security patch as June 2019. All the APKs which we need are going to be linked in the description of this video. For starters, you need to make sure that you have removed any previous version of GCAM port which you have installed. So for that you need to go into settings, go into manage apps, search for a camera application, and if you have a GCAM port installed, make sure you remove that. Next up, we'll go into file manager and then we will click on APKs, and these are all the APKs you need. The order in which you need to install them is as follows. The first APK you need to install is the GCAM APK. Yes, we're switching over to BSG's GCAM port for this MIUI build because the latest build from Sanity has some white balance issues in my opinion. No offense to Sanity, but for this specific version of MIUI, I prefer BSG's port. Then if you use Google Lens, then you can install Google Lens. If you use Google AR Core and stickers, then you need to install the AR Core APK first, then Playground, and then whatever sticker pack you want to use. The first four APKs are optional. GCAM port of course is what this video is supposed to be about. Once we have installed all the APKs we'll need, we'll open the app drawer and drag the camera application and the Google Lens application to our desktop. It just makes my life easier. And the first application we're going to check here is the Google Lens application. It's going to tell us what all Google Lens can do. These are all the things you can do with Google Lens. Let me bring an object in front of the camera lens. So this here is like a 60-watt bulb set. Let me tap on the screen and let's wait for Google's results. There it is. Google Lens is telling us that this is the product, which is correct, and these are the websites you can buy it from. So Google Lens is working absolutely fine. Next we will open the camera application. It will ask us for a few permissions, so we will click on allow 4 times. For starters, we'll go into more and then we will go into settings. These are the settings which I am going to use. I'll turn off camera sounds and I will remove this autofocus data from the screen. I will enable Google Photo, then I'll go into advanced. I will enable HDR plus control. Scroll down, default AWB. I will use Google. Everything else I'm gonna leave as is. I did try HDR plus to night sight, however that resulted in the pictures being a lot noisy, so I prefer to keep this option off. Everything else I'm going to leave as is. And the next thing we have to do is we'll go ahead and kill the camera application forcefully and then restart it. So camera application for stop, okay, click on the home button, click on camera application one more time, and that should bring the settings which we applied into effect. The first option we're going to check out is lens blur. Where do you use lens blur? You use lens blur when you want to take a portrait shot of an object. If you try to take a portrait shot of an object using the portrait option in GCAM, there will be scenarios wherein it will take only one picture and it won't take a portrait shot. Why is that? That is because GCAM has AI built into it, wherein until and unless it detects a human face, it won't take a portrait shot even if you are in the portrait mode. So that is where lens blur comes into the picture. If you want to take a portrait shot of an object, you have to use lens blur. Panorama, for panorama I suggest that you use MIUI camera. Next up we'll move over to portrait. So in portrait mode we have all these options on the top. This is face retouching, whether you want it natural or you want it soft. Then we have your timer in the building. Then we have HDR plus and HDR plus enhanced. You can use whatever you feel like using. Next up you have this G. This G is whether you want to use Google's automatic white balance or you want to use the other GCAM options. I personally prefer to use Google AWB because that has given me the best results so far. And the last option you have is for flash. So your portrait shots are working absolutely fine from the front camera and from the rear camera as well. Now while we are on the topic of pictures being taken by the front camera, Do note, when you take pictures using the front camera using a GCAM port, your pictures will be flipped. You do not have a fix for that. The resolution from the front camera will be 5 megapixels. You do not have a fix for that either. Those are some of the limitations of GCAM port. Another thing is, when you take portrait shots using GCAM, it creates multiple folders, and if you do not like that option, there is an application which can fix it. I have a separate video for that, which is linked in the description of this video, and it will also pop up as a card on the top right of your screen. Next up, we'll try to take a picture of my friends over here, Mr. Walter White and Stormtrooper. So let me focus on Mr. Walter White, take a portrait shot, and then we'll wait for the image processing to be done. It's Google Photos wants me to update it, not now, we'll do it later. And here it is. These are the portrait shots which we just took. You can see we have two photographs. If you click on these three parallel lines at the bottom, this will open the editor. Click on it one more time, and now you can adjust a lot of options. So you can adjust the light. There it is. You can see we're able to adjust the light successfully. You can adjust the color. There it is. You can see the color of the matte went to all black and white, and you can also adjust the depth. So there it is. You can see that adjusting the depth also works absolutely fine. Next, if you tap on my friend Stormtrooper, focus will shift to Stormtrooper. If you tap on Walter White, focus will shift to Walter White. So all these features are working absolutely fine. I'll click on discard for now. Don't want the picture saved. Next option we have is the camera application, and this is also working absolutely fine. Again, you have your timer option on the top, then you have HDR plus and HDR plus enhanced. Then again, you have the option of using Google AWB, automatic white balance. That's what AWB stands for. Or if you want to use auto, cloudy, all these other options which you have on the top, and the option of flash as well. For video, I recommend that you use Xiaomi's MIUI camera. And before I forget, if you go back into camera mode and you click on this search icon, you get this plus sign and this negative sign. From here you can zoom in and zoom out at a specific point in this slider. Super S zoom will kick in automatically, and it works absolutely fine on this GCAM port. We're going to skip video, then we're going to go into more. We have night sight in the building. It works absolutely fine. You have to hold your phone steady for a few moments when you're ready, and you will have absolutely great night sight pictures. Again, you have all these options on the top, option to set timer, then whether you want to use Google AWB or not. You have all these features in night sight as well. Next, we'll go back into more, and then we will click on photosphere. So photosphere works absolutely fine. I did take a few pictures, and photosphere is also working. We'll go back into more, and then we will go into slow motion. So for slow motion, only 1 by 8x slow motion is working. 1 by 4x slow motion is not working. So if you want to use 1 by 4x slow motion, then I recommend you to use Xiaomi's MIUI camera. So here we are in the slow motion mode. Let me bring in my fidget spinner into the building and tap on 1 by 4x. It changed to 1 by 8x. And now let's take the fidget spinner for a spin and try recording a video. There it is. You can see the video is being recorded successfully. Let's tap on the stop button, and now if we go into the gallery application, we can see that this is our slow motion video which was just recorded. Let's play it back, and there it is, 1 by 8x slow motion working absolutely fine. We'll go back, open the camera application, go into more. The next option you have is time lapse. So here are a few time lapse samples for you peeps, and time lapse works absolutely fine. Personally, one of my favorite features of Google Camera. We will go back into more, and then the next option we have in more is playground. This is where your AR stickers come into the picture, and you can click on more content. And if you want to install these other sticker packs, do not click on install. You will have to manually download the APK from APK Mirror, and that is how you can use these other AR stickers. Let me try adding one of these stickers over here. So let's add this one to the picture, tap on it, and there it is. The sticker was added successfully, and bam, we just took a picture. And if you press and hold, you can record a video as well. So all these AR stickers and playground stickers are working absolutely fine with the front camera and with the rear camera as well. We'll go back into more. We've already talked about lens, and we've already discussed all the settings which I personally recommend you peeps. So this is the best GCAM port for Xiaomi's latest MIUI 10.3.6.0 build for the Xiaomi Poco F1. That will do it for this video peeps. I hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.